Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to do like a get ready with me, or like the makeup that I do to make myself feel better or feel glam. I'm sorry I missed Wednesday's upload. Honestly, I've been having the worst week. Well, not really, but mentally the worst week. Nothing's really happened, but you know those days where you're just feeling down, like I just haven't been in the mood this week. But today I have pulled myself out of bed and I said, you are going to film. So here I am, because I want to make sure that I do have my Sunday video up for you guys. So yeah, I wanted to do something to make me feel good, because I did attempt to film yesterday and it was just a disaster. I didn't like the look, I didn't like the content, I didn't like how everything just came out. I think it was mostly because I was using new products, and you know when you use new products, nothing's going the way it normally goes. It doesn't look how it normally looks, and basically it just didn't come out good in my opinion. So yeah, enough talking. I have already primed with my Laura Mercier blurring primer, go-to primer. Now the reason I look so weird is because I don't have brows on. I normally start my videos with my brows on, but today I'm going to show you guys how I've been doing my brows lately. I've been using Benefit, of course, as usual, but I usually use the Brow, which is like the pomade gel type of formula, but lately I've been using their goof proof brow pencil. This portion of the video is sponsored by Benefit. For the rest of 2021, I am one of their brow heroes, so I will be doing some content with them, and this is one of the videos. What I usually do is just outline the tail. This is so weird because normally when I do this, I'm so close to a mirror. And then I do the top bit. So I mainly use this for the tail end, because I do have quite a bit of hair at the beginning of my brows. It's just my tails that are non-existent. And then for the front of the brows, I literally just take a couple strokes of the products to make it look a little bit fuller, and you see how quick and easy that was. Now the rest of the work is literally just concealer. I'm gonna take my Too Faced Born This Way in Warm Sand, and I just take that underneath the brow. The most tragic thing happened to me, guys. Okay, it's not that tragic, I'm being very dramatic, but basically I lost my eyebrow pencil. I think I left it in the hotel when I went away for a weekend. I think when I was doing my brows, I left it in the hotel, and it's just, my brows have never been the same. But for now, this brush is doing the job, but I just feel like my brows have not looked 100% like as good as they could be if I had my normal brow brush. And then I take this brush, which is a KVD, what is this, 25 brush? It's almost like a foundation, and I just blend out all the edges. So yeah, that is basically how I do my brows. Now let's go ahead and move on to foundation. For foundation, when I want to feel glam, when I want to feel flawless, NARS Soft Matte Foundation is just my girl, okay? I use the shade Cadiz, but it is, okay, so it is a little bit too light for me, but once I've gone in with my cream bronzer, it all kind of comes together. And as much as they say this foundation doesn't oxidize, I do feel like it dries down just slightly darker than how it applies wet. So yeah, I start in the center of my face and push the product out. This foundation is flawless. I've actually gotten rid of all of my other NARS foundations. Just gonna take a little bit more from my forehead, but yeah, I used to keep all of the NARS foundations because I really did love the coverage and the like initial finish of the Natural Radiant foundation from NARS, but overall it was just way too dewy for my skin type. But now that NARS has brought this formulation out, honestly, it's hands down my favorite. So for cream bronzer, I have been loving, you guys know I love my Revolution foundation stick and my Huda Beauty Tantour. Another favorite of mine that I've been using every single day is the Made by Mitchell Blush Bronzer. This is in the shade Toned Up. I think I showed you in my last video the 3 shades that I have, so I'm not going to show them all again, but this is the perfect shade for me. It's like the right amount of depth for every day without being too dark, but it also has this gorgeous neutral undertone. Like, it's not too red or anything for me, not too orange. It's just such a beautiful formula. The only problem is I feel like I'm gonna run out of this so fast, because if you use it every single day, and if you use as much as I do, you're probably gonna run out of this like within a few months. And then I take this angled brush, which is from my brush set on my website MAKEUPBYTAMMI.com, and I just stipple that into the face. It melts in super quick and easy, but I do find that a dense brush just helps this kind of melt in nicely. And I just push that into my hairline as well, and it really just helps balance everything out so it doesn't look too light on me or anything like that. You guys can see how this is just melting in like What? So before I move on to my under eye concealer, I'm actually going to do my eyes. So let me prime with my Juvia's Place eyeshadow base. So for me, the eyeshadow that makes me feel the best is definitely a smoky eye in any color. It could be in brown, black, blue. As long as I have a dark shade all over the lid blended out into a lighter shade, I absolutely love that on me personally. I just love that style. I think today I'm going to keep it pretty neutral, and I'm going to use my Tropical Twilight palette. It's been a while since it's been featured on my page, and I think I'm going to do nothing revolutionary. You've probably already seen me do this look, but I'm going to take like the neutral warm tones, browns and stuff all over the lid. So I think first I'm going to start off with Horizon, which is this kind of dark burgundy brown here, and I'm going to mix it with Coconuts, which is the dark brown next to it. So these two I'm going to mix, and I'm just going to tap that all over my lid. I just love a smoky eye, me. And don't even get me started on a smoky eye with a soft diffused glitter tapped all over. Oh my gosh, I think I might do that today. And I'm just going to gently tap that up towards the brow to help blend it into the next shade. See, I already feel cute. Even without my under eye products on, I just feel like that girl, you know? It's always nice to feel like that. Okay, now to blend that out, I'm going to go into the shade Sand and a tiny bit of Sundown. So these two. And yeah, I'm just going to use that to diffuse right up by the brow bone. And I can be messy with my blending because I haven't done my under eye concealer yet. My kids have after school cricket club today, so I get an extra hour. I actually love cricket club. We love to see it because soon they're going to be off on summer holidays. And yeah, that's going to be 6 weeks of fun. How stunning is that? Once you've got your lashes on, it just makes me feel like, Okay, so all over the lid, I'm literally going to take the smallest amount of Firefly, this one here, and just diffuse it gently all over the lid. I'm just going to tap like that. Just get a soft diffusion of glitter. I just love this look. So yeah, that is how it looks with the glitter tapped all over. How stunning. I'm going to leave the inner corner for after I've done my concealer. So now for concealer, I have my, of course, Pat McGrath concealer, but lately as well, I've been loving the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape concealer. It doesn't dry down like the normal Shape Tape, but it's not super dewy and hydrating. I don't know, it just looks really, really nice once it's set underneath my eyes. So I think I'm going to take a dab of both because they're different shades anyway. This one is a little bit darker, as you guys can see, and this one is lighter. So I'm going to take a little bit of both. Just put a little dab on the inner corner. And then a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape right on top. I've never mixed these two together, but I do love them both separately. So I'm assuming they're going to go nice together. And I'm just going to blend that out. I used to apply like a dab of concealer here, but I've realized that when you're blending it out, it kind of gets carried up there anyway, so the extra product there isn't really necessary for me personally. So I just apply it here and then kind of spread it myself. These look so beautiful together, really nice. So yeah, that is the concealer. I'm going to quickly set that, and I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Banana Bread Powder. And what I do is load up my sponge and then dip it into the palm of my hand to kind of take off any excess powder, and then just press it right underneath my eyes. I'm going to do a little bit of baking down the sides of my nose, just a little bit, and I don't keep it there for too long. I'm also going to set around my mouth. I know this might be a lot of powder for some people, but don't worry, once you use setting spray, it will just bring the skin back to life. So now what I'm gonna do is my cheeks and bronzer. Of course, my collaboration palette from Revolution, Paradise Glow. I'm gonna take the bronzer, and it is very pigmented, so you don't need a lot, and just kind of set that cream bronzer in place. Just gently dust it around. Now for blusher, I would just typically go in with Tropical Queen, the blusher in my palette. But actually, I've been really loving a glowy blush lately. I go through phases where it's like glowy blush, matte blush. Typically when I have more problematic, you know, acne on my skin, I'll go for a matte. But when my skin's doing okay, I'll go for a shimmer. The Technic shimmer blusher in the shade Indian Summer. Chef's kiss. Like, this is a beautiful orange with a soft gold sheen. And what I've learned about my face shape recently is that I don't like to bring blush down to the apples of my cheek. I just feel like it pulls my face down. So what I typically do is just keep it up here, the tops of my cheekbone, and just blush this area. But what I am going to do is take Paradise Glow from my palette, the highlighter, and just top the blusher to make it extra glowy. Oh, matte skin, glowy cheeks. It's my vibe. I love it so much. Just going to take the same burgundy browns and buff that underneath the lash line. Typically I would use Moonlit, so what I'm going to do instead is take Glow, which is the gold. I typically would take this beautiful, it looks like a white, but it is a pink, like a baby pink shimmer. So I'm going to take the gold just to keep you guys on your toes, you know. Stunning. Okay, so the time has come. I'm going to set my face using my Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray, and I don't hold back with that. So before we move on to lips, I'm going to go ahead and throw some lashes on. The ones that I have on my table right now are Doll Beauty Cocoa lashes. So I'm going to pop these on and then I'll come back. So lashes are on. Let's go ahead and move on to lips. Let me take this lip balm off. I'm going to start with MAC Chestnut. And then for lipstick, I've pulled out my Morphe matte in the shade Boo. How stunning is this colour? Could leave it like that if you wanted to, but I think I'm going to take the Morphe lip gloss in Chill and just top that. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. This is my look that I go to when I just want to feel glam. I just want to feel good. I just want to feel like that girl, you know. This is my look. I almost feel like I'm redeeming myself for this week because I've just honestly had one of the worst weeks mentally, and I've just not been feeling good about the way I look, the way my makeup looks, the way my content is. Everything's just been feeling very, you know. So this is definitely my redemption video. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling now, guys. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comment section, what is your go-to makeup? Like, what's your go-to style that makes you feel like I am that girl? Is it a purple lip, a red lip, a wing liner, big lashes? Tell me. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you in my next one. Take care. Bye.